regular commission meeting agenda for Monday, August 22nd of the James Brown Public Service Commission. Meeting now, calling this meeting to order. Our opening exercises, we are honored to have Pastor Tom Castle with us today from the Martin Luther Lutheran Church. He's going to lead us in prayer, and then I will do the pledge, and we will continue with our meeting. So please rise.
If I may, come forward and thank you for the invitation. Take this moment of privilege to say thank you. I have been pastor at Martin Luther Church for 9 years, and especially during our John Brown for 19. I've been doing both of them for a while. I cannot say thank you enough for those of you who fully inspire public service, council, community leaders, public safety, all of you. What you do, just not enough money in the world. Because you help keep our city organized, our community together, the community safe, and when things happen that are not safe, you all march right in. And I want you to know we appreciate it. Very, very, very much. We are proud of it. And we thank you. One of your own, Alan Laughlin, was also one of our own. And a number of you were able to be at his service. And we're in we'll see back to him again. But Alan was proud to be here and serving with you, and serving our community, and serving our church. And you all did him correctly. I'm proud. You're remembered. You appreciate it. Let us pray. Father God, on behalf of all of our community, I stand here in appreciation, humble appreciation of all of the public servants, others who are not here in this room tonight. We thank you for their spirit, for their dedication, for their love of our community, for their self-sacrifice and giving of time and effort and energy, for making community the best it can possibly be. We thank you. Guide each of them in their meeting tonight. Help them make a decision. Remember you are praying. You are very good. In your holy name we pray.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Very honored.
Thank you. Freedom of Information Act, please.
Freedom of Information Act, in compliance with the Freedom of Information Act, those subject to the arranged begin to all news media and persons affected notification. Commissioner Brown Proud? Yes. Commissioner Clifford? Yes. Commissioner Grant? Yes. Here. Commissioner Middleton? Here. Commissioner Polston? Here. Commissioner Wood? Here.
Oral and written petitions, is there anyone signed up? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The Commission is interested in hearing your concerns, but speakers should not expect Commission action or deliberation on subject matters brought up during the public comment period. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per person, and no personal or verbal attacks may be permitted. Comments should be relevant to the Commission's scope of responsibility and statutory authority. Topics requiring further investigation will be referred to the district manager. Would we have the first speaker please stand up, state your name and address, and address the commission? We have no one at the moment that wants to speak. We can send it to
Hearing on the list.
and they want to.
Oh, there you go, okay. They might want to speak in the second now.
Do we have anyone that would like to speak? Please state your name and address, please.
Okay, I'm Franny Hempy, and I'm Franny Hempy. I'm no longer and I live at 615 Front Street on Laurel Park, James Island, and I'm here because I am running weekend on the CSC, And I've come to some of the meetings, I've been watching what y'all are doing. I'm very excited about the efforts and the movement that y'all are making to clean up the wastewater channels. And I just want to be a part of that and really y'all want to do that because I discovered that this was an issue 5 years ago. And it brings them through to see that y'all are going for the grants and doing what you're doing. So, yeah.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak now or wait till because we do one at the beginning and we do one at the end, so move on.
Hi, my first introduction here in the building here. My name is Jerome, or actually I go by Julian. I'm 1833, Berlin Fire, right? And my reason for actually, coming to the meeting is for the fact that this is basically my first, meeting here, at least this year. I had an issue with the public waste, okay, the debris, and it was brought to my attention that a year ago that they stopped actually using the landfill down there at the Beach Ferry, for me. And so I had my trash sitting there for like about 3 weeks. Like normally I put everything strategically so that way it could be picked up, easily and so forth. And so 3 weeks, went by, that I called the officials and so forth. So it all came down to one of the gentlemen giving me some paper with one of these here. And then he explained to me, which was very nice about it. He said, well, about a year ago, we stopped picking up major bulk. Okay, so now if you put more than what they're allocated to pick up, such as a cloth, he would explain that, then if it was just 2 pieces of debris. So now I understand. So I was clear, but it was the fact that I didn't actually gravitate that information, nor was anything actually cited. And then again, I called myself because I actually didn't get into quick as to what was taking place, within a year. So other than that, it was resolved. The DOT basically, they normally get on the opposite side. At least the gentleman that came by, they had a big sign there, and they said, well, I don't know, all this trash, and it's like, no, but I didn't have anything to do with that. But they picked it up, and we were good to go. So, if there's anyone can actually, at some point in time, let me know whether that's still in effect, where, trash no longer is picked up, the way it's picked up, and you no longer use the landfill for that stuff. And that's it.
Yes, sir, if you, got your name and your email out there,
Yeah.
we can provide you with the information that you need, and then that way you'll know exactly, it's really not even hard for them sometimes. You have to work with them, the guidance they put on us.
Okay.
So, but I thank you for this coming to the meeting.
Thank you, Madam.
Yes, sir. Number 4 is the consent agenda for, take them together, I guess, and we have, I make a motion to approve. And second. For discussion, I make a motion to approve the consent agenda for the public hearing and the regular commission meeting July 26th, 2022. And then roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Brown Crouch?
Yes.
Commissioner Clifford?
Yes.
Commissioner Grant? Commissioner Middleton?
Yes.
Commissioner Poston?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood? Yes. Motion carries unanimously.
Number 5, South Carolina Infrastructure Investment Program application consideration.
All right, so the commission will note that the majority of the packet is contained for the South Carolina Infrastructure Investment Program, or SCIP, as I'm going to be calling it here. So since the regular commission meeting on the 25th of July, the district attended the RIA, the Rural Infrastructure Authority regional meeting in Somerville, Tuesday, the 26th of July, concerning the SCIP program. So I emailed the commissioners the slides from that regional meeting on Thursday, the 28th of July. And the RIA has a compressed deadline for the SCIP application submission being Monday, the 12th of September at 5 p.m., which is a Monday. So Bob George and the district have been diligently compiling all the necessary components to submit the SCIP applications contained within your packet. We have been strategizing with other stakeholders to ensure the district makes convincing arguments that the RIA grant application review panel. I have obtained letters of support, so since the packet went out, we have obtained letters of support from the Charleston Waterkeeper, the town of James Island, and so town council approved $444,000 at their regular meeting last Thursday to go towards the local map. Mayor Tecklenburg signed a letter of support from the city of Charleston. County Council Chair Pryor signed a letter of support from the Charleston County. And I attend the CWS board meeting next Tuesday, the 30th of August. So we are asking the CWS board to approve $85,000 towards the local map. And that's for the multi-jurisdictional sewer expansion project. You will see the proposed letter to Bonnie Emmons with the RIA associated with the district financially committing $18,000 towards the multi-jurisdictional sewer expansion project. And as you see in the narrative there, that's to remove 199 septic tanks on James Island Creek in the Julian Clark, Up the Hill Road, and Oak Point Road community. So the district will be applying for the multi-jurisdictional sewer expansion project associated with the community impact kit plan. And this is a tremendous opportunity for the district to invest the $1 million earmark from the state budget into the local match for the total project costing $10,305,867, with the town and CWS contributing with the district towards the rest of the 15% required local match fund. And so that is the community impact. And then there is also a STIP grant associated specifically for regional solutions. And within regional solutions, that $80 million is a pot of money where they can distribute for projects that involve multiple utilities and up to $10 million per project. So you will see the district is the applicant and CWS is named as the regional project participant. And so, again, both the community impact and the regional solutions have the deadline, the same deadline of Monday, the 12th of September, to submit. The proposed $8,803,000 project is the redundant force main running through the marsh from James Island to Plum Island. And CWS is interested in participating on this project because it builds redundancy and resiliency for both the wastewater collection system. As part of the proposed project, the district and CWS would build cross connections so CWS's or the district's current force main, if they fail, the redundant line would be able to divert either system's flow from James Island to Plum Island while an emergency repair is made. And as stated in the application, the district and CWS would combine to contribute the $1,320,450 in 15% match with a proposal that STIP contributes to $7,482,550. And so I will be attending the CWS board meeting next Tuesday, the 30th of August, to answer any questions that they might have about the proposed project. And so with this project, this would be, we would start on CWS property over Harborview Road, as well as we would have to go over the CWS property on Plum Island to be able to directionally drill through the marsh to be able to make that redundant force main. And so there are maps in there. We coordinated with CWS. We sat down with CWS last Thursday. The main engineers in charge of Plum Island, they sat down with us to go over with Bob George and his team as far as where does it make the most sense to exit Harborview, where does it make the most sense to go into Plum Island, and how to plan for the future of that. They're doing expansion over there on Plum Island as well. And so we have to be able to understand what their future expansions are, where that is on the island, and be able to plan the infrastructure appropriately. So they're very interested in both of these projects and being partners and financially contributing towards both. What we're going to have to work out is the value of the easement. We're going to have to obtain easements from CWS to put drill rigs and obtain those easements. So based on the amount of real estate that we're allowed to obtain easements on, we're going to have to work on the split up of the local map as we work through this. Unfortunately, it did not give us very much time. So from the 26th of July, which is that Tuesday, they are going to, we have to have our submission in less than 6 weeks later, the 12th of September. They promised that they would have a determination as far as what projects will be awarded the skip fund by the first quarter of 2023. So think about probably March of 2023. We'll understand if we'll get these grants. Now, the other part of that is there was a similar program in North Carolina, and they had about $900 million to be distributed. They got requests for over $4 billion worth of projects, and that panel had to select $900 million worth of grants to give out. So this is going to be a competitive process. What we have a leg up on is the fact that we already have $1 million earmark from the legislature in the state budget, and we can parlay that toward the local match. Kyle Michelle is currently working on, just like I have and provided the letters of support, he's asking the legislatures to also, if they fought for that $1 million earmark, now let's parlay that into local match to have the legislatures, members of the Senate and the House to be able to sign letters of support as well to make those convincing arguments. So why I'm bringing this to the commission is we don't have another meeting between now and the 12th of September, and obviously we've been working with the stakeholders and the engineers to give an understanding of what those projects are, and obviously tremendous opportunity to have two projects that are 85% funded through the ARPA money. But just to put it into perspective, as far as we're asking for $18,000 from the commission to be able to get over a $10.3 million project paid for if we're successfully awarded that for the multi-jurisdictional sewer expansion project.
Madam Chair? Are you asking for approval to move forward with that?
Right.
May I ask you a few questions about the budget? You gave us a new force main application tonight. Is there anything different on it? Did it change?
So in the packet, the 6 pages, the actual skip grant, you will see on page 8 of the PDF, so it's early on. You'll see those 6 pages say, well, the public sewer expansion, James Island watershed restoration project. The packet that went out didn't have the 6 pages in the application for Harbor View Road Force Main Capacity Upgrade Project. It was the same application twice, but we provided the correct supporting documentation as far as the narrative and everything associated with the project and amount. So that was well.
New for the application.
So you see on there, the skip grant for the redundant force main is a total project cost of $8,803,000, and TWS and the district are going in on the local match of $1,320,450.
Okay, so 1.3 million is the district and CWS.
Plus $18,000 for the submission for the multi-jurisdictional sewer expansion. So the total that I'm asking for is $1,338,450.
Has CWS actually put in body to some?
So that's what I go to on the 30th. They had previously committed to over 160, it was 160,000, and that was just specifically for Oak Point Road. We got $160,000 committed for Oak Point, and we got $320,000 committed from the town. We did not receive the 319 funding from South Carolina DHEC, so then we had to combine all those projects back into one, like we initially submitted, for the 319 funding. So that was the combination. We're actually asking less money from CWS to do more because between the last time we submitted for 319 and this time, we got the $1 million earmark from the state.
Okay, today is the 440,000 you know, for the force main or for the,
Multi-jurisdictional.
I'm sorry.
That's for the sewer.
So if we can look at the amounts on the sewer expansion grant pay, if you could, don't mind explaining that the same way? So
Sure.
we're asked, so you need to come up with 1.5 million?
Right, and so $1 million right off of that comes off the back. Because we have the earmark, and that counts as local match. So the 545,880 is simply 440,000 from the town, 85,000 committed from CWS on the 30th of August, and then I'm asking for 18 from the district tonight.
What do we know about the 1.8 million that is now dedicated towards sewer expansion?
Right, so we're asking for less. We're only required to come up with 1,545,000, and we only have the project for the sewer expansion scope for those 3 neighborhoods right now.
Why does it sometimes say 188 and sometimes it says 198? Why does it go back and forth between 188 and 198? Are you taking out the unincorporated county here? Back and forth, I mean, it's just a bit confusing.
The residential, so you see the project benefit is 198 residential and 1 zone business. Those are 199 septic tanks.
But up above, in your project summary, you've got 188.
Those are the existing residential lots. There are multiple lots that have more than 1 septic tank on it.
Oh, okay. So there's 188 for some of the multiple septic tanks.
Right.
Okay.
I believe that predominantly, I don't have the detail of which ones those are for, the neighborhood.
I just got a quick question for Mr. Hoffman, and then I'm finished. Mr. Hoffman, can I ask you, Mr. George talks in his description about how these 3 pump stations, the one at James, the Ladies, and Harborview, the one at Michael and Harborview, and then the one on Neighbors, are all impacted and have been upgraded, correct? Or the ports to be ready, the use of the ports. Okay, we've had a great deal of city development with Lawton Harbor since 1996, with the Mungo home on the Michael parcel, with townhomes on Neighbors. Does all of their fluid run through a different force main, or will it run through this force main that we want to build for $8 million?
Well, Apple will go through the old force main and then it'll go through the new force main.
What's that now? City and town? I mean, how's it
Well,
count?
that's all the sewer, plus city and our customers, there are transportation customers.
Will they continue to pay for their pay us?
Yeah.
Transportation
You
fee?
get the transportation.
Okay, so that's in our general fund or in our property.
Yes.
Okay, I was just checking, because, what I don't want to see is town and town residents taking on the cost of new city development without CWS pitching in. See what I'm saying?
And they're
They
very,
really need to pitch in, because we hired the lobbyists to get the 1 million, So we're paying the lobbyists a lot of money, so, let's see what we can get the city and CWS to pitch in. This is expensive. Thank you. Well, but we're the ones taking this project on, which is huge and massively environmentally destructive in the water. No. What do you mean that?
It's going underneath the bar.
Oh, we didn't touch the mark with the one that came in before? Have you seen the overhead views that Dr. Dustin got? It is completely crapped out. No, it does impact the marsh. It's going under the marsh. Well, it impacts the marsh when you go in and dig, Catherine, only right with the hole. Okay, it's done, it's moving forward. I'm saying the city needs to pitch in because it's since 1990, this force main is 26 years old. How old are the big pipes down Central Park Road that was just lined? So this force main, now I'm asking Mr. Hoffman, this force main lasts 26 years because it was put in 1996. That's not very long. This is a major project to handle major development. So it is just a sad day that after 26 years, we're asking for $8 million to build a new force main, yet another one across the water. Because we're already accommodating the city development out Central Park Road with the other big one we put across the water from Central Park College. So, this is where we're at. I just want to make sure that everybody is with us on we're going to do what we need to do in charge of our folks, rate and fee increases to do all this and pay our bonds and pay all this debt and help build. That's all. Just making sure. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I make a motion that we approve $18,000 for, yes. Roll call vote, please. I think we had our discussion.
Commissioner Brown-Crouch? Yes. Commissioner Clifford?
Yes.
Commissioner Grant? No. Commissioner Milliken?
No.
Commissioner Polsky?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Motion carries 4-2.
Number 6, proposed plan for annual employee appreciation event Thursday, November 17th.
All right.
2020.
So very similar to the request from last August, you can see the memo attached and the figures for the proposed JITSD Employee Appreciation Event planned for Thursday, the 17th of November, 2022. I am very hopeful that we can get the employees together, all together at the same time in the same place. We haven't been able to do that for the last few years since COVID, and so what we're trying to do is rent the Edison Hall at the James Island County Park and be able to provide a barbecue lunch and a program to recognize the milestones as far as years of service and recognize the employees for their dedication. So the commissioners are all invited. So right now, we're looking at post work and smoke kits. There's
I make a motion to approve.
A second.
new.
You got it. There's a motion and a second, any discussion? Roll call vote,
Commissioner Brown-Crouch? Yes. Commissioner Clifford?
please. Yes.
Commissioner Grant?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilson?
Yes.
Commissioner Polsky?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood? No. Motion carries 5-1.
July District Management Report, number 7, David Street.
All right, so there's a lot going on in the district right now. A lengthy report this evening, so please let me get through and then we'll address questions. Thanks to all the stakeholders that participated in the strategic planning exercises, the Ways and Means Committee, last Monday night, August 15th. Much more information to come on the community survey as the district works through the strategic planning process. I also appreciate the commissioners taking the time to meet with Joe Borgstrom on that Tuesday, the 16th of August. With the new school year starting and your fall calendars quickly filling up with activities, I wanted to get the commissioners a list of upcoming dates for upcoming events. I didn't want to have to make you write all this down. For 19 upcoming things, I provided a handout that shows all the different dates and times and what the events are. So you could each have 10 flyers for the community event. And the community meeting is Wednesday, the 7th of September at 6:30 p.m. at Fire Station number 2, which is 853 Harbor View Road. This has been posted on our social media pages as well as our website, and we've been distributing them into the community. Parking is going to be available across the street at Harbor View Presbyterian Church, which is 900 Harbor View Road. And the community is formally invited to see Fire Station number 2, the current state of affairs, and understand the work being performed by Rosenblum Co-Architects on conceptual design options for Fire Station number 2. You'll see on that list, besides the upcoming committee and regular meetings, we have the James Island Intergovernmental Council is scheduled to meet on Wednesday, the 28th of September at 7 p.m. here at Town Hall. The AIPSD Community Services event is scheduled for Thursday, the 6th of October, 2022, from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Lowe's parking lot. And this event hasn't happened since October of 2019, so we're excited to bring that event back. The following Wednesday is the Public Works Expo and Water Quality event scheduled here at Town Hall for the 12th of October 2022. That's going to run from 5 to 7 p.m. The Fire Committee, we have an action-packed fall here. The Fire Committee is meeting at 6:30 p.m. here Monday the 12th, or Monday the 10th of October, and that is where RCA, Rosen Bloomco Architects, will be presenting conceptual design for Fire Station number 2 to the Fire Committee. I provided the commissioners with an email about the new guidelines issued for CDC, from the CDC on exposure protocols for COVID-19. And thanks to Deputy Chief Engelman for putting together that update and communicating to all the district employees. The new CDC guidelines speak to exposure to known positives. So instead of quarantine, wear a high-quality mask for 10 days, and on day 5, get tested. If negative, continue wearing a mask through day 10. And this is a major change from the previous guidelines from the CDC. Since we met in July of 2022, very happy to announce several promotions and internal growth here with JIPSD. The district is very fortunate to have these employees ready to step up and take on more responsibility and ensure the residents continue to receive high-quality services. So I'm going to start with former Deputy Chief of Operations, Tom Glick, been promoted to Fire Chief. Former Battalion Chief, Brad Smiley. Former Battalion Chief Smiley has been promoted to Deputy Chief of Operations to replace Chief Glick's former position. This is a domino effect. With the process of internal promotion where engineers will be promoted to captain and firefighters to engineers. And this process will take several months to backfill all of these internal promotions. Oh, by the way, we have Richard Rogers, we just gave him a proclamation, and so we're backfilling multiple battalion chiefs. So it goes, down battalion chief, captain, engineer. There's a lot of fire department employees signing up for training for advancement, which is good. Former revenue collections manager, Joanne Tucker, has been promoted to administration manager. And she will also be cross-training with cameras to complete backup duties for the clerk of the commission. And former administrative services manager, Tamara White, has been promoted to assistant district manager. And in addition to Tamara acting as the district manager in my absence, Tamara has taken on additional HR and IT security responsibilities. So we have 4 of them here tonight. I would also like to point out we have a new smiling face in the second row there. Mr. Gilmar Sinkus has started as the new Assistant Director of Wastewater Services, and he's with us tonight. So, welcome, Jeff. All right, so if we could now go to the financials, I'm just going to give you a high-level overview of the roll-up page for the general fund. I'm going to concentrate on that. The monthly financial package is reported through July of 2022, so it's going to be much different than you saw as far as 12 months throughout the year. Last year, this is through 1 month, or July of 2022, which is the first month of fiscal year 23. And so if you just divide 1 divided by 12, you get 8.3%, which would be the target for 1 month of the brand new fiscal year. So I'm going to keep a high level revenues, expenditures, general fund this evening. The district collected just over 107,000 in total general fund revenue through the first month of fiscal year 23. And that represents less than 1.1% of the nearly $10 million projected in fiscal year 23 general fund revenue. Members of the commission will understand that the largest source of general fund revenue is property taxes. And the county will send out the property tax bill in a couple months in October, with the payment due January of 2023. So it will be another 6 months until the district sees heavier disbursement from Charleston County, the city of Folly Beach, and the city of Charleston. So it takes a while for us to get our general fund revenue in throughout the year. At $1,235,381, general fund expenditures are already well above that 8.3% target. The $1 million, so what you see in there, total amount spent so far, the $1,235,380.65 represents 12.4% of the fiscal year 23 appropriations or fiscal year budget. And so if you go into the detail, and you will see a very large encumbrance on the solid waste cost center. So that's 01-104. And as far as the detail you see in there, what you're really looking for is 104, page 5 of 10. And you see vehicles for 01-104, 53604. You will see that $467,000 has already been encumbered against that cost center. And that represents the cost of the automated side tipper and the dump truck that was ordered that we're not going to see, we're not going to have delivered until the end of the fiscal year. However, we already put in a purchase order to encumber those funds. So you'll see there's only $20,000 remaining on that. That gives the commission a better understanding of the actual amount left on those line items. And that's why you put encumbrances or POs in there, so you understand what those are going for. So high level, we are above because we have encumbered those funds for the solid waste fund. And that is the end of my report.
Still don't understand the commission. I mean, we're paid $58,000 a month, the 7 of us, and you still have this divided into $16,600 in general fund, $16,600 in proprietary. And you know, it always looks like you're spending all this money. And I just don't understand that. You see it on page 2, commissioner's expenses. Commissioner's expenses on page 2.
Right. 01-101, 51401. So I'd have to get a detail for you and be able to provide it.
Right, but it looks like in 1 month, we spent $9,800, and that we're at 58% for the year. And, you know, it looks the same in proprietary. And we talked about this before. I just don't understand why commissioner expenses, salary, maybe should be separated out for whatever, you know, water. I don't know what other talks we have. Training, other people into a conference. But,
I'd have to give you a detail.
yeah, it's just, maybe we can talk about it. Thanks.
And number 8, committee and JIPSD representative report from the Ways and Means Committee meeting on August 15, 2022. For those of you that were with us, that was a strategic planning meeting where we're trying to brainstorm, going through strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Had input of the community and the commission, and went around and put up boards, and then we actually prioritized what were the most pressing issues in each department, and
So much more information to come when there's a community survey. So we'll be sure to put that on our social media, our website, and get it out to everybody who does participate.
so that kind of helps Jerry out with the survey and the that way everybody gets the same thing. So now we've got correspondence and newspaper articles. Oral and written petitions, 3 minutes per speaker, if anyone else will sign in. Number 11 is executive session. I make a motion that we enter into executive session. Roll call vote, please. Oh, I'm sorry, yes, we're going into executive session so that we can discuss a matter involving real estate.
Commissioner Brown Crouch? Yes. Commissioner Clifford?
Yes.
Commissioner Grant? Yes. Commissioner Middleton?
Yes.
Commissioner Poston?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood? Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go into executive session, we'll see y'all later if you come back, and if not, thank you for coming tonight for your input. Are we back on here? We have exited executive session and no decision, no action was taken by the commission. So the next thing on our agenda is a motion for adjournment. I make a motion for adjournment.
Yeah, I do need to think about.
Approve the,
Oh.
The purchase and the sale agreement.
Oh, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the agreement. I'll second. Okay, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Brown Crouch? Yes. Commissioner Clifford?
Yes.
Commissioner Grant? Yes. Commissioner Middleton? Yes. Commissioner Poston?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood? Yes. Motion carries 5-1.
I make a motion to adjourn. Second. Roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Brown Crouch? Yes. Commissioner Clifford?
Yes.
Commissioner Grant? Yes. Commissioner Middleton? Yes. Commissioner Poston?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Meeting adjourned, thank y'all.